Thanks for coming in. I'm Kayla, and thanks for coming in and spending a couple minutes with me. And before we get started, I want to go over the consent form I have for you, just saying that it is being recorded, and students and my teacher is actually going to look at this. And if at any point you want to stop, or if you don't want to answer any questions, that's fine. And then we can always just stop whenever you don't feel comfortable. Okay. So you can sign that for me.
What's today's date?
24th?
Yep.
Okay, 24th.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. And we'll just get started. Is there anything you want to talk about specifically today?
We can talk about my dogs.
Your dogs?
Yep, and the journey of me getting my dogs.
Sure. All right.
So growing up, I've always been super obsessed with dogs. Excuse me. I've loved them my whole life. I can pinpoint any dog breed, but we never had dogs growing up. Just with my dad's job and us moving around a lot, it wasn't super practical to have them. So once I was finally in a situation that I could get my own dog, I went ahead and got Winnie, my first dog. She's an Aussie Doodle, which is an Australian Shepherd Poodle mix. Her birthday is February 27th, 2017, and she is just great and wonderful. The cool thing about Aussie Doodles is that they do have that hybrid mix with them, so they tend to be a lot healthier of dogs. With a lot of purebred dogs, you kind of get inbreeding in the line and certain health issues, heart health, or any sort of other genetic issues from just that inbreeding. And with the Poodle and the Australian Shepherd cross, you don't have as likely of just that inbreeding to occur. The Winnie has the smarts of the Poodle, but also the complete diva-ness of the Poodle. She can be very moody, but is very obedient and just knows everything that's happening all the time.
Nice. So growing up, you weren't really able to have dogs because your dad was working and traveling with that. So when you were able to, you went and got your own dog. And Winnie was your first one.
Yeah.
She's born February 27th, you said?
Yep.
Awesome. And she's an Australian Shepherd Doodle, Poodle mix, so an Aussie Doodle. Awesome. And that comes with a lot of great health benefits for the dogs, and she's also really intelligent and smart, and also has a bit of, the sass that comes with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then also with the Doodle mix, you don't have any shedding, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Especially for me, who has slight animal allergies. It's a big benefit to not have to be taking allergy pills all the time.
Right.
Yeah, so after I had Winnie for 2 years, I decided she needed a sibling. She probably didn't feel the same way about that.
Right.
But I got Goose. He is also an Aussie Doodle, but he's all black. Winnie's a Blue Merle Aussie Doodle, so she's gray and white. And Goose is the complete opposite of Winnie. He got very much so Australian Shepherd characteristics. The herding, the loyalty, not the most brilliant dog ever, but he's cute.
Yeah. So you said that the Doodle mix, they don't shed? and that's good for your allergies you have to dogs.
Yep.
And then 2 years later, you got Goose.
Yep.
And he is not quite as intelligent as Winnie.
Nope.
he's cute,
Yep.
but he's more of the Australian Shepherd with the herding.
Yep.
And awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So like, what's like a normal week look like with them? Do they?
Yeah, so I do work a full-time job. I work 4/10s. So Monday through Thursday, it's a little more challenging having 2 dogs. Wake up early in the morning to feed them and take them outside. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they actually go to this doggy daycare place to kind of get to run around and play, so that they don't have as much energy on the off days when I'm not here to be able to run them. And then somebody comes by about noon on Mondays and Wednesdays to let them out and run around for a little bit.
Awesome. So you do work a full-time job, 4/10s,
Yep.
Monday through Thursday, and it's difficult with taking care of them, make sure they're getting out with you at
Yeah.
work for that long. So Mondays and Wednesdays, you have someone come around noon and let them out. And then Tuesday and Thursdays, they actually go to a doggy daycare.
Yep.
But that's fun for them.
Yeah, one big challenge with the Australian Shepherd in them is that they are decently high energy dogs. So if they don't have those energy outlets, like running around with dogs for 12 hours a day, they will become destructive and tear up your house. So that's one of the main reasons that they go and do that twice a week.
Right. So they are high energy, and
Yep.
they need that exercise, or they'll tear up your house, like you said.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I know you've talked about it before, but you did mention bandanas. Is that something that you make for your dogs, or
yeah.
do you buy them?
Yeah, so I actually, a couple years ago, was looking into buying some bandanas for Winnie and was amazed at what the price of them was. It's just so high for a piece of fabric, basically. So I actually started making bandanas, and now, along with my full-time job, I have a side job of pockerchiefs where I make dog bandanas. And different shirts for people that are dog related, and it's been a fun little side job, and I've gotten to meet lots of different people with different dogs and dog personalities and all of that, so it's been fun.
So it started with Winnie then. You had bought her a bandana and realized it was really expensive, so you decided to take it in your own hands and start creating them.
Yep.
And it's called pockerchiefs.
Yep.
So, and you also make bandanas as well as t-shirts for people.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's been a fun little side thing to do in addition to my other job.
Right.
And then all of the money that I make with pockerchiefs can kind of go back into the dogs.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been a good little way to manage them going to daycare and their dog food and all of that, because it's definitely not cheap
Right.
having 2 dogs.
Right.
Yep.
So it is a kind of a side business to your full-time job, and then it helps fund the dog food and the doggy daycare. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. So it's been, having dogs is such an interesting experience. I used to be super shy and not comfortable talking to strangers or just people in general for a long period of time. And when I first got Winnie, people just come up to you and immediately start talking to you about your dog. And for the first couple of months that I had her, I was like, oh, I'm not a fan of this. Please don't come talk to me. But now, just going to the dog park, it's feels so normal just to strike up a conversation with people and find out more facts about their dogs and their lives. So it's definitely been a growing experience for myself to have dogs.
So you were shy, and then you had Winnie, and you started walking her, and people just come up to you and start talking.
Yep.
So you've had a lot of growth with that.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Would you say that's helped you build any friendships, or?
Yes, for sure. I actually, one of the girls that's in my upcoming wedding, I met through us being fellow dog owners. And we probably would have never met under different circumstances. So it's definitely a cool community of dog owners out there.
Awesome. So you actually met one of your bridal party girls through the dogs.
Yep.
No, awesome. It's a good community out there
Yeah.
for the dog owners.
And even with like dog Instagrams, it's been a big fad that has been happening of just people making Instagrams for their dogs, and just the different communities that are built within that. So I know Winnie and Goose both have Instagram accounts, and I'm able to connect with other dog owners that go to their dog daycare, and there's a group that I'm in on Instagram of about 9 other Aussie Doodle owners from all across the country. So there's a couple in California, Michigan, just all over, and it's kind of cool to get to watch all of our dogs grow and compare similarities with personalities within the breed.
So Winnie and Goose both have an Instagram,
Yep.
and it's cool to connect with the different dog owners. And you said specifically there's a group of Aussie Doodles, about 9 of them.
Yeah.
Some in California or Michigan or all over.
Yeah.
And you said it's neat that you're able to connect all of them. And yeah, that is cool. It is. That's fun.
Yeah, it's definitely technology allows you to connect with people from all over and who are dealing with similar experiences that you've either previously dealt with or are going to deal with your dogs. And there's this big thing called the Naughty Nines, and it's kind of like the Terrible Twos with toddlers, but it's the 9-month-old stage with puppies, that they can be the most well-behaved dog, and when they turn 9 months old, everything just goes crazy. So it's been fun to having 2 dogs that are both over a year old, getting to kind of help other dog owners through that Naughty Nine stage.
Right. So the Naughty Nines is, you said, equivalent almost to the Terrible Twos for toddlers.
Yep.
So even if they're a good dog, they're going through this stage.
Yep.
And you're able to connect and help other people through it. And you said it's nice that now your dogs are both at least over 1.
Yep. So we don't have to deal with that anymore,
Right.
thankfully.
That's good.
So, yep.
Yeah. So it sounds like your dogs are really important to you and valuable, and they're a part of your family.
Yes,
Does that sound
for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
They definitely are like my children.
Your children.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is silly, but they are.
I don't think that's silly. All right. Well, is there anything else about it you'd like to talk about before we wrap up here? Or
No, I'd say Knoxville, a fun fact about Knoxville and dogs, it was actually rated one of the top cities to live in with dogs. There are some really cool dog parks in Knoxville, a couple with lakes and ponds, and then there's like a 35-acre dog park. So it's definitely a cool city to live in to have dogs.
awesome. So Knoxville is one of the highly rated cities for dogs.
Yeah.
With a lot of dog parks with lakes, and you said 45 acres?
35.
35.
Mhm.
35 acres?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that does sound really friendly for dogs.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Well,
So,
All right. If there's nothing else from you, that's all I have today.
yeah.
And thank you for coming in and spending some time with me as I go through my Helping Relations class.
Yeah, of course. Happy to do it.
All right. Well, have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.